Hi, welcome to Cars Unite Us. I'm Donovan, and today we're going to do a buyer's guide for the 2012 to 2019 BMW M5 and M6, also known as the F chassis cars. Now these cars are really special. Whether you're looking at buying one or just want to learn more about them, there's a lot you got to know if you really want to take these cars seriously. So stick around. These incredible cars came in 4 different body styles. One, the F10 M5, which is just the sedan, the F06 Grand Coupe sitting next to me, the F13 Convertible, and the F12 Coupe. All these cars have their own little things you should know about them. However, there are some overarching things that we'll dive more deeply into. When buying an M5 or M6, there are 3 key options I would put on my must-have list, chief among which is this, the executive package. Now that comes with 4 key things. You get front collision avoidance, blind spot warning, and side lane keep assist. You also get the added benefit of getting a set of really nice front LED adaptive headlights. Without the executive package, you get a row of blank buttons here and a set of really crappy halogen sets. It's really rare to find one of these cars without the executive, but if you do, they'll probably be the cheapest ones you can find. The second thing I'd get is the upgraded Bang & Olufsen stereo system. Not only is it one of the best systems you can buy in a car, it comes with 3 things that are appreciated on the secondary market. Chief among which is having these really nice metal speaker grills that also light up at night, and you get a tweeter that rises out of the dash every time you start the car, which is a fun touch. The third option I'd really look for is extended leather. Now, extended leather is easier to spot depending on the variant actually, but however, an easy way to tell is the door cards. On extended leather cars, they'll have stitching all the way up here and the whole thing will be leather versus having hard plastic. Fun fact though, on the F06, which is the Grand Coupe, another telltale sign is actually the headliner. Down the center of the headliner, if it is a non-extended leather car, it will have a main hide colored highlight up here, which will have this whole thing being featured in the seat color leather. On extended cars, this goes to the contrast color, which is in this case black. The real party piece of the M5 and the M6 is this powertrain, the 4.4 liter twin turbocharged V8, internally known as the S63. Now when this powertrain first showed up in the F10 M5, it was producing 510 horsepower. However, by 2014, they'd added 5 more pounds of boost and redone the way they did injection to push 560 horsepower. And knowing BMW, these power numbers are very underrated. These cars are actually very easy to build power on. This car in particular is pushing over 700 horsepower through only a few mods. This car has a set of Dynon cold air intakes, which aren't necessary. You can really do any cold air intake on these and you'll get similar numbers. Has catless downpipes and a BM 3-stage 2 tune, pushing up almost 700 horsepower to the ground. It's pretty impressive considering all these mods added up, excluding the expensive intakes. It's only like $1,500. Reliability on this powertrain, it varies. The early cars are much more unreliable than the later cars. You'll hear it's really a crapshoot, I'll be honest. It kind of depends on the car, what the car's been doing in its prior life, what the maintenance schedule is like. You really want to find a car that has good maintenance records. Someone's always had the oil change, done all the recommended services. Because when you start to neglect these cars, especially as they've gotten cheaper, they've gotten more neglected, which makes them more unreliable. If you treat this car right, it will treat you right. This one, however, in its prior life, had been treated right, but had a bit of a fluke. This car actually was mechanically totaled due to a bad engine at about 50,000 miles. This new engine put in it has been nothing but rock solid. I've done 20,000 miles on this car in particular, and I've done nothing besides regular maintenance, and it's been as solid as a rock, pushing this big power too. Well, that'll do it for me. Hopefully you found this video informative, helpful, and maybe you learned a new thing or two about the BMW M5 and M6. Thank you so much and have a great day.